So guys, have you ever wondered why some shops on Etsy make hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars on the platform, and then there's other shops that struggle to make even $1,000? Well, to be honest, there's actually some really clear reasons for this. And today, guys, I've had the absolute pleasure of reviewing an Etsy shop that has made over $1 million in revenue on the platform. And there's some interesting things that this shop does so well that I'd say 99% of other Etsy shops out there just don't do. So if you're new here, guys, my name's Alfie. I've been selling on Etsy for a few years now. I've earned some pretty decent revenue in that time, and this is going to be a review video. So let's just go straight into my dashboard and crack on with it. Okay, guys, so this is the shop that we're reviewing today. And as you can see here, they're called The Pleasure. They sell print-on-demand phone cases, and they have made over 45,000 sales on Etsy. And I can tell you by looking at the About Us section that they've only been on Etsy since 2019. And now I'm recording this on in the first week of 2025. So I'm going to call it basically 5 years. I'd say that is extremely impressive. And now if we actually go to Everbee as well, so you can see total estimated revenue, $1 million plus, which is absolutely incredible, guys. So with that, let's conduct a full review, look at exactly what this shop is doing well, and see if there's any aspects that we can take away and implement in our own shops that's massively going to help us. Now, let's actually look at the shop in detail. So a few things stand out to me straight away here, guys. And this is, of course, the branding. So you can see the banner is immaculate. The logo, the profile picture, even down to these featured items, you can see that it is all just immaculately branded. Like the colors are in line, the fonts even match up. It all just looks just so smart and so professional right from the outgo. So that's something that I definitely recommend with your shop, guys. If you watch any of my older YouTube videos as well, I've always banged on about this. Be proud of your shop. Have a brand that actually looks good. Create a shop that you are proud to show to your friends and family, that you're not embarrassed of. I say to my clients as well, if you're proud of your shop, you're going to be a lot more motivated to work on your shop and turn up every day and, keep putting new listings out and just keep working on your business. If it's something that makes you feel good and you like looking at it. Yeah, that's the first point. They have absolutely nailed their branding. Second point, and this is going to be a shock to a lot of you. I know it is. 1,462 listings. So if you just ask yourself now, and you look at your own Etsy store, you load it up, how many listings have you got? And I can pretty much almost guarantee that if you've got, say, under 10, under 20, under 30, under 40, under 50 listings, there is no way that you are going to be making incredible sales volumes because, certainly from my experience and the clients I've worked with, that is just not how Etsy works. Etsy is very much a listings game, and you'll see so many of these, I'd say, mega shops, like mega sellers on Etsy. And I know what you're probably thinking, right? But Alfie, that would take me so long to get to, say, 1,000 listings, for example. Well, to be honest, it will. It will take a long time. Yeah, of course it will. But the thing is, that time is going to pass anyway. Say it takes you a year to get 500 listings out, but you think that's too much work, so you don't want to do it. Well, that year is going to pass anyway. And then in a year's time, you're just going to be at pretty much the same position you are now if you didn't put the work in. So yeah, that's not me telling you what to do. That's just me saying sort of the thinking that a lot of these shops and how they think. So anyway, yeah, enough of my mumbo jumbo, but let's actually look at the products that they're selling now. And you can see the first thing that strikes out to me, I don't know if it does to you as well, everything is laid out just so clean. There's so much white space around the products. I think it really makes the products look a lot more expensive, and certainly a lot more premium than what maybe they actually are. So this is something which is a term which is used quite a lot in e-commerce. It's called the Apple effect. I'm not talking about the apples that you bite and eat. I'm talking about the shop Apple. So if you've ever gone into an Apple shop, right, you'll see all of their products. There's loads of space around the products. Everything is spaced out and everything looks really minimalist. Say, spin it on its head. If you went to a charity shop or any other retail store, everything's really close together and nothing has its own space to really shine. When something is surrounded by a lot of space, it looks more expensive. The footprint of any business shop, like physical shop in person, you're paying rent more often than not to have that space. So if you're saying that space, you're very happy to sacrifice putting other products in it just to put that one product in it and give it the space around it, then that really puts into your mind that that product must be a premium, expensive product. And so this is one thing I've taken away and done with pretty much all of my stores. Whatever product it is I'm selling, I always make sure that the background is super simple, super minimalist, and the store just looks really clean. And so the designs are great, but what I do want to do is just quickly go back to Everbee here and actually look at the listings and see which listings are really making the money for this store. You can actually see the listing that's making the most money for them, $735 a month in revenue, is actually a watch strap, which again, by the way, guys, in 20 plus baskets now. But again, you can make these watch straps very easily on using the print on demand business model on Printify. Not sure about Printful, but yeah, I certainly know you can definitely make these on Printify. Another really interesting thing here, the second best selling listing, this abstract leaves blue one, has only been on Etsy for 15 months. You see, they only listed it 15 months ago, just over a year. And that's already making $400 a month in revenue with 259 total sales. Yeah, and then apart from that, you can see a lot of their sales from the rest of their listings is really spread out. So like that's a really good tell that this shop has got a lot of high quality products and they're getting a lot of traffic to the shop. And so what I want to do now, guys, is actually just look at a bit more detail into one of these products and how they actually lay out their products on the listings. So let's just take this star one. And now you'll notice, guys, the first major thing that I have said this in a lot of other Etsy videos as well. This is the difference, guys, between shops that make a hell of a lot of sales and shops that really struggle to make sales and they just never really get it. The listing images, you'll notice something now, and I'm making this a little bit more suspenseful because it is so important. All of these listing images are used to answer customer questions. What each one of these listing images does is just helps to make the customer a lot more sure of exactly what they're buying. So you can see from this one, MagSafe, they know that this phone case, they're going to be able to charge their phone with it. You can see here as well, this next one, the phone case, it still provides access to all the ports. It's got the raised camera with the additional camera screen protection. It's got high quality non-fading prints with a 1-year warranty. This image here, you can see exactly how the phone case fits together. Protective design, double layers for enhanced protection. And then if you go back through the images as well, they try and upsell some other designs. What this subconsciously does in this image here of this collage image is it makes you want to look into the store. Like it actually makes you want to go onto the store, browse their other listings, and suddenly then you're shopping on the catalog of the pleasure on their store rather than scrolling through all of the rest of the listings on Etsy and all of the competition. And then again, guys, just at the end of the listing with the images, you can see they've got their store policies and they've kind of got another graphic here, which they're obviously using to try and reduce the number of returns that customers have. So yeah, if that is the one biggest takeaway I can give to you guys. And no matter what product it is you're selling, if you think there's anything the customer might think of that would put them off buying your product, or any question that they would have about the product that would stop them from buying, either include it in your listing images, or another thing you can do, and I'm sure this shop does it as well, is if you go to, where is it? Yeah. So if you go to the product description, yeah, you'll see again, they've got bullet points here. They talk about the case. They talk about exactly what the product is you're getting. They talk about the warranty, worldwide distribution, low shipping charges. They talk about exactly what phone models it's used for, what models you can use it on. Everything about this listing, guys, is just set up for maximum conversions. Everything is answering customer questions. It's helping just nudge that customer along the journey where they start off just clicking on a random product. They don't know anything about the business, anything about the product, anything about the store, no social proof, no trust with that company. And everything that this product and this company does just nudges the customer along that journey, and it's always just making them more sure of what they're buying and who they're buying from. And then if you scroll up, guys, something else I took a note of, which I really wanted to show you. You see here, the price that's displayed, I'm in England, so it says £12 and 80p. Can't remember off the top of my head what that is in US dollars. When you actually go to select the options that customers are going to be buying, there is no sign of a £12.80 option anywhere. Yet this is the one that's displayed to customers, and it's the one that customers see. It's the one that customers in their head think they're getting a really good deal for, so they click on the product. And you'll see it's actually down here, the iPhone 8, £12.80 to £20. So what they've done, you can almost guarantee they've probably got one variant. Yeah, so the slim matte, slim gloss. They've got one variant of the iPhone 8 model is at a way lower price to all of the rest. Probably because this is the lowest selling product, so they never really sell many of these anyway. But what it does is it just really baits customers and just baits people into clicking on the listing because they think they're getting the product they actually want to get, but they think it's £12.80. So it just baits them into clicking. And then guys, any review wouldn't be complete without taking a quick look at the SEO that this product is using. A good little tip, if you don't want to pay for any research apps, for example, you can just scroll right down to the bottom of the listing page and you can see two sections here: explore related searches and explore more related searches. So what this gives you is basically a collection of either the tags that this product is using, very similar searches that other people are using that actually make them end up landing on this product. So this is a really clear indicator, guys, of the sort of SEO and the sort of tags that this product is using. And of course, if you want to know what they're using in the title, obviously just go out to the title and then you can see the keywords. And of course, you can copy some of them, or you can certainly structure your SEO in the same way that this product is. But the way that I prefer to do things when it comes to SEO, and certainly spy on other stores' SEO, is again to just use Everbee. And what's great about this is you can literally just click into a product that is being sold on this store. So again, a product which you can see is selling well, by the way, so you know whatever they're doing is working. And then you can literally scroll down and it shows you the tags that this product is using. And so you can see here the volume in comparison to the competition. And what's actually interesting is they're actually using a lot of keywords which are very general. I guess abstract leaves blue, that's not very general. Leaves phone case, again, that's a lot more niche. But you can see a lot of the phone cases. But you can see a lot of the keywords that they actually use, like the main ones with the big search volumes, are very general. And then they've got a few, like Matisse style case, 15 volume, hanging leaf case, 3 volume. Yeah, I think there's a really good mix here. And it's something I wanted to tell you guys as well. Like, you know, I feel like everybody bangs on saying that you need to use keywords with super high volume and super low competition. Well, like, to be honest, you don't, you know, like you can really use a mixture of keywords that have got high volume, high competition, and also some keywords that are a lot more niche. And I think the combination of both, like, I just think that really works well. I mean, obviously it works well because, you know, no one's going to argue with a store that's got 45,000 sales. So yeah, I'd say don't ever be closed-minded, guys, in general, when it comes like SEO, images, whatever. Just like, don't ever be afraid to try things. You'll start getting results in and you'll start getting stats coming in. You look at the stats, you look at the results, you see what's working. And then next time for the next listing you put out, you can use what you know works, and suddenly then that listing has got such a bigger head start because you're basing it on fact, not on guesswork. So, you know, that's a lot of my strategy in general anyway. And so guys, if we go back to the listing here, let's actually start talking about profits, right, for this store. So you can see they're selling a MagSafe phone case for 24 English pounds, okay? And so I've actually preloaded this on Printify already. So I found the exact same product that they're selling, the MagSafe phone case. So you can see tough magnetic phone cases, and they're being sold on Printify for £10 and 13 pence with £2.40 shipping. So if my maths don't fail me, that equals around about £12.50. And like we said, they're selling them £24. And on top of that, guys, £2.89 shipping. So again, if my maths don't fail me, that works out around about £8 to £10 English profit per product, and certainly over $10 in profit per product that they sell. And that's also including the Etsy fees, by the way. I've already taken them off. And so guys, yeah, if we just go back to the store, you can see like major takeaways. Everything just looks so professional, so clean. I think that is the major takeaway with this store. Of course, the amount of listings as well, super consistent. And of course, putting listings out in niches, hitting very niche target audiences, and then their products in turn just become bestsellers. And guys, I always say this, hitting the right niches Like, it shouldn't be overlooked. It's honestly so important, guys. And, you know, I think it's so important. I've actually done a whole video breaking down exactly how you can find unlimited best-selling niches completely on your own. And if you want to check that out, guys, the video's linked just here. If you wanted to use Everbee, there's a link in the video description. And otherwise, guys, thanks so much for watching. Take really good care of yourself. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers, guys.